Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. Round 18 in the bag. Very high scoring round overall. A lot of big scores. A lot of big scores in Supercoach and huge scores obviously across some games as well. I don't think I've ever seen a team get revenge better than the Cowboys did against the Tigers. Wow. 72-0. Wow. A lot of people had, well, not a lot, but the fortunate few people that loaded their teams with Cowboys, reaped the benefits big time in that. So very well done for them. I scored well. I scored 1487. Wasn't too bad. Made up 2,000 spots in rank. The 2,000 that I lost last week. It seems to be a pattern at the moment. I seem to be going up 3,000, down 3,000, up 4,000, down 4,000, week in, week out. It's frustrating, but that's Supercoach in all of its glory. So let's have a look. So we're ranked 12,657, top 8%. Not too bad. I went into this season thinking to myself, it's going to be tough. Buy round planning on top of Origin, blah, blah, blah. It has been. It's been tough. I've learnt a lot. I've definitely learned a lot this season. Next year will be a lot better. That's for sure. That is for sure. So, let's go over how my team went very quickly, and then we can start talking about the absolute carnage that has happened when it comes to Origin selections and people's teams and buy planning just getting thrown out the window, including mine. So, let's have a look, shall we? So, Damien Cook, 60, Fanua Blake, 44, Tohu Harris, Nikora, 97, obviously dismantled the Dragons, Taps with an 80, Madison was on a buy. Fafita. So I bought in Fafita last week and he scored very well as per expected. So 107 for the big guy. Pretty happy with that. He's in my side. I wish I never traded him out back in round 7. It's cost me about 600 points. Which that's so disappointing when you look at things like that. And you realise the trades that you make back at the start has like cost you thousands in rank. But Fafita's back in my side. The big dog, big red horse, 71, not too shabby. Hughes with a 32 expected. Munster's back in the side, so Hughes is going to be going out of my side very shortly. I believe Cleary is back in like 2 weeks, so Hughes to Cleary is the go. Manu with a 92. Oh, Hines with 156 against the Dragons. Yeah, speaks for itself, doesn't it? He loves to play against the Red V. Loves to play against the worst side in the comp. Manu with the 92. Brimson with a 54. Asako with a 50. Garrick 78. I bought in Timoko. He scored a try and only got 43. That is concerning. I did bring him in because Raiders have a nice draw. They do have the Dragons this week. I hope that it starts to just click into gear for him again. Because there was a period there where he was scoring very well. That's why I've got him in. Yeah. Let's see. Let's see what happens. AJ, I left him on the pine against the Warriors in the pouring rain and he decides to score a 66. Funny that. Ronnie with an 87. How good is Ponga? Ponga has come back into his own again. 180. Love it. Who needs drink water when you've got Ponga? So I'd love to have both, but unfortunately drink water is now $1 million. So he is not coming into our side, unfortunately. Anyway, Ponga with the 180. Absolutely love it. Dylan Edwards with a 39. So ever since I got Dylan Edwards in after, well, pretty much the week that Cleary got injured, he has been crap. So I'm hoping with Cleary coming back into the side, I'm hoping that Edwards can start to get back into that groove of the 70-ish each week. But time shall tell. Now, buy planting has absolutely gone out the window. So a lot of people are in the same exact boat as me. I got in AJ Brimson a couple of weeks ago, specifically for round 19. He's been picked for Origin because Walsh decided to be a naughty little boy. Horse got picked, which is another player that I had for round 19. He's now playing Origin. Damien Cook, I got him in for round 19. He's now playing Origin. So frustrating. Even when you plan, it doesn't end up working out very well for you at all. So I'm going into this week with about 9 or 10 before trades. I didn't want to make any trades this week. I really didn't because I have a plan to bring in some players for the run home, being Cleary and Payne Haas. So my plan is to go Billy Smith. So my plan is to go Billy Smith down to Munro, which banks me 185k. Now that is the only trade that I'm making this week. That's it. I'm not doing anything else. I'm not tearing my side apart. I'm not going to stray away from my plan. My plan is to go Hughes to Cleary with the 185k that I've got. And then my other plan for the following week is to go Hosking down to a Nuff and fund Kepi up to Payne Haas. That is my plan. So I'll be able to run a Fanua Blake, Tohu Harris and Payne Haas for the run home. I've got Fafita, I've got Nickera, I've got Tarpany, I've got Madison, I've got the Horse, I've got Hines, I'll have Cleary. Brimson with a nice run home, which should be nice. I've got Ponga, I've got Osako, I've got Ronaldo. I've got the guys that I need. Outside of maybe Tino, I wouldn't mind having Tino for the run home, but he's obviously not going to be able to fit into the plans. Outside of that, there's not real big standouts that I really want to have for the run home. I would have liked to have had Gutho, but silly me traded out Gutho for Dylan Edwards, which was a really bad trade in hindsight. Not even hindsight. I think it was just a bad trade in general. That week I was admittedly chasing points and it cost me a lot in the short term. So that's how I'm going to be looking this week. So I've got Munro, AJ, Timoko, Osako, Mulatalo, Hines, Nickera, Tarpany, Fanua Blake and Tohu Harris. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Wait, let me count that again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I've got 11 players for this week. I would have had 13. Well, I would have had 14 with one trade if Cook, Brimson and the Horse didn't get named for Origin. So it is what it is. That's Supercoach. Can't get it right every single week. So let me know how you all went in the comment section. Let me know how you're going for this week. I'm seeing a lot of teams out there that are struggling to field 10 with trades. So I think there's going to be a very, very wide range of scores this week. So don't be too disappointed if you do score low, because I think a lot of people are going to be in the exact same boat. Let's just quickly go over the most traded in. We'll go most traded in the top 10%. Now, Kennedy's up there. 1,000 people have traded him in. I don't quite understand the trade. More so because there's just better options at fullback for the run home. And unless you've got the trades to burn and you're just bringing in Kennedy for this week and then you're going to pull him out for the next week, I don't know if that's the go. I think that's definitely chasing points for this week alone. But, yeah. Tafare, I get it. But I think he's one more game away from being back to the bench with Brenko Lee. Fairly sure Brenko Lee's only 1 week away from coming back. I could be wrong, but I wouldn't be rushing out to get him if he was 200k like he was, I could get it, but 356k, you're starting to come into that area where it's not quite worth it anymore. Talakai is definitely a good option if you haven't already got a few Sharks players in your side. Hudson Young's not a bad shout, obviously with no more Origin. And Ben Lovett, couldn't tell you anything about him, to be fair. I don't know anything about Ben Lovett. So the players traded out, most of my side. Kepi, Cook, Hosking, Horse. Why are people trading out the Horse? I don't understand. He's got 1 game off. You want him for the run home. He's a 2RF that you want in your side that's going to get you 60 plus every single week. Why would you trade him out for 1 game? Anyway, Dylan Edwards, I could get it. I can, but again, Cleary's coming back, so I think that Edwards, hopefully, fingers crossed, will start to string a few decent scores together. Now, for the SJ owners out there, I just saw a post from the Warriors Facebook page, and it was congratulating all the players that are getting their 200th game this week. And there's photos of the players that are getting it, and SJ isn't there. And this week would be SJ's game, 200th game. So I don't think SJ is playing this week, unfortunately, for the guys out there that really want him to play. Shout out to Max. How you going, mate? Unlucky. That's going to sting a lot of people. It's going to sting a lot of people. So depth definitely comes into play this round. Depth is not something that I've got. Well, I thought I had. I thought I planned for it, but it doesn't always come into fruition. Anyway, that'll just about do it, guys. Thanks for tuning in again. My side isn't looking terrible. It could be a lot worse. My plan is in place. I'm bringing in the guys that I want for the run home. Obviously Cleary. Obviously Payne Haas. Things are okay. I'm not completely in dire straits. So let's leave it at that. My hot topic, well, not hot topic, my hot take this week, I'm probably just going to go straight C on Hines again. Full strength Sharks side up against the Tigers. Even though the Tigers may want to recover from last week, I don't think this is going to be the week to do so. If I was to not captain Hines and I was just to VC him, my captain choice for the week would be Asako. He's up against the Titans. He's up against the Titans. I think he can score very, very well. I think he will score close to a ton. So that's my hot take for the week. Asako to ton up. So I'm going to run the Hines captain straight off the bat, but Asako, well, it's a VC, it's a free VC loop. So I might just VC Hines, and if he does stink it up by chance, you could catch the mass out, because a lot of people will straight C Hines, and by chance, if he does stink it up, you can always just follow through with your other captain, or if he does go extremely large, it's a free loop. It's a free loop, you get a look. So that's actually what I'm going to do. VC Hines, C Asako, and good luck to everyone else. So thanks for tuning in, guys. It's been a pleasure, and yeah, I'm feeling the pain just like a lot of other people when it comes to Supercoach this week. So let me know how you go. If you haven't subbed already, give us a sub, give us a like. It helps the channel out. And other than that, good luck for this week. Put your questions in the comments as well, and I'll try and get back to as many people as I can. Enjoy the rest of your week. See you later.